So for this tutorial I am going to use these two colours mixed together, which will give me a nice light purple. I have got these gorgeous two mini crystals that I've made, and I used this mould for that. And if you go on my Instagram account you can see how I've done that, or in one of my previous YouTube videos I've also shown you how to do this. And for today I am going to be using I've measured this, so I've got 72 millilitres, so I've rounded it up to about 80 millilitres to fill this up, and we'll see how high we go. So I'm going to separate the cups. I've already mixed my resin. Remember never to leave your cup, your mixing cup, full of resin that deep. That deep is really way too thick, and it will start to cure almost within the working time, and then you'll lose all your resin. It will get all hard and sticky and start fuming, smoking, and get really hot in the pot, and that's not what we want. So I want just a little bit for the purple. It's mostly going to be white, so I want quite a neutral but very light tone. So for the white I am going to try today a new product. I could find it. There it is. So it is from Resin Pro, and it's called their Sahara collection, and I'm choosing a very plain colour today, but it's a white colour. So we'll have a go with that. And let's pour most of this. It comes with one of these little tubes. Let's pour most of this into the main colour, so that will be the white. This one here. Not that easy to come out, but maybe if I pull this off, can I pull this thingy off without it getting everywhere? I'm going to try a penknife. Running around my studio trying to get these little things. Okay, I'm going to have to be a brute about this. There. Whoops. And that was the only way to get it out. It's quite thin, that hole. Anyway, it's all over me now. Let's just tap that off, blow any excess off, and then I can pour some more in. Why don't I get myself a stick? It'll make my life easier. And there. Right, let's mix this around. So that's all mixed up, and it's great. It's a lovely creamy colour. It's almost the same as my crystal clusters. So let's put that to the side. And then I'm going to experiment with this. So I've got some, it's not their pouring liquid, it's the acrylic colours, and it's an electric plum purple. I'm just going to give it a shake. And I'm going to again use this stick, and yes, these are already used, but they're all dried, so I can reuse them again. And if you can see just how little purple I put in. I've said before, I like to put a little in first and then more. You can always add, you can't take away. That's perfect. I really wanted it really light. And then the same with, this is their acrylic pouring liquid, and this is titanium white. I like to shake everything first, so that I can just pour in like that. Let me get myself a spoon and then mix this around until I get a really nice purple. Very, very light shade of purple, that's what I want. And I am also going to mix in some of this Vineyard. Highly pigmented, so you literally need a touch of it, and you'll see when it goes in. Oh, that's lovely. So most of the original has gone, but I like to mix and match, and that's what I'm using today. And there. Do you see how quickly this pigment tinted that little bit of resin? Not sure if I want it again a little bit more white, but I think it will mix in with that white very nicely. So let's put all this away. Let's close this so I don't accidentally knock it over. Let's bring that back. Whoops, that's not good. Let's clean that up. It's going to be covered, hopefully. And there I've used a wet wipe, and always wipe all of the excess water down. Water and resin don't mix very well at all. So there, that's all nice and clean. Let me see over here. There. Okay, let's pour in this. And you can see just on the top, if I haven't mixed it properly, there's lots of little striations, so I'm going to mix again. And sometimes with mica powder you've got to give it 2 or 3 goes before it works. So I am going to put this on that side, on the 2 corners. Let me get rid of all of that. So scrape this off, and then I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit. So I don't want it too thick, I just want a very thin layer. I think I measured about 0.2 in depth for this particular tray. So let's get that there. And then right down the center I'm going to add the purple. Oh, that's so pretty. And what I really do like about using light colours like this is that you can just about see the little tray. It's a wooden tray and it's got these gorgeous panelled effect to it, and I really don't want to get rid of that. And I don't mind at all if it shows through. So I've got a little bit of white in there, not a problem. Actually gives it an interesting effect. Almost like a marble effect. So there, that's enough for the moment. I don't need to add any more to it with regards to height, to depth. It's 0.2, so I've used about most of that resin. You could go up further if you wanted, but I don't want to fill it up too much. It's not necessary, it's just to give a little bit of colour and some artistic quality to this tray. So I'm going to let that do its magic with that, and as the 2 colours collide, and I am going to use my torch gun and get rid of, let's get rid of any, this might need a little more gas inside. I already like the effect that it's done, so what I'm going to do is leave it there for a couple of minutes so that it does its little magic thing where it comes all in from the edges to the center, and then I will add some embellishments and then add my crystals. So I've left that for a couple of minutes and you can see it's all kind of settled in the middle there. And what I am going to do is embellish it as per usual, but before I do that, I am going to put this in this corner very gently, and then do not move it and do not touch it, and that will act like glue and cement it down. And then I will do the same with this in that corner. Push it down so it kind of sticks and then doesn't move. There. Then I am going to take some of this liquid silver by Yellow, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I am going to do some striations. So I dip it in, and I'm going to start from there and run right across there. And then, oh no, can't believe I just did that. Ah, there you go. That's what can happen, but do not panic. Do not panic. It's kind of spoilt my little effect there, but there's not much I can do about that. So let's carry on. And let's do another one there. And may as well do one there and hide that bit of misery. And there. And that's all I'm going to do. And then let this dry overnight. So here it is, the final tray. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to do a top coat, you could. I may just do that, but this is just again for personal use. So I'll see how it goes after, say, about a month of using it. And then if I decide it needs a top coat, I'll do it. But I absolutely love the colours, and I like the way the crystals look in the side, and I just think it's really simple and a great way of pimping up a plain tray. If you have any comments about this process, please do leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer any questions. I've left you the materials list in the description box below, and I wish you all a great week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next tutorial. So take care everyone, see you soon, bye!